How do I put this on audio?
Yeah, just hit the
I
little
said,
three lines. Hit the three lines at the bottom, and then
you
hit the
can't. You
camera.
gotta put your hold up. You gotta put your face in the camera. Put your face in the camera and hold it
Hell
up.
no. I'm tired. I'm laying down.
Okay.
How are y'all?
We
Doing
good. We
good.
good. How are you doing? I don't think I'm following none of y'all young ladies. I'm gonna follow y'all. My man definitely gotta follow you. Your family.
Oh yeah. But
Alright.
Funny when you gonna throw the
go
inside your
in the box, bro. Hey, yo, Wiz, what is it? We talking about again?
Oh, it's uh oh.
I saw I said
He
something
changed the
about
title
Oh,
song.
thank
sexuality.
you.
But he was talking about is it criminal or should it be criminal? Is it criminal for a person to have sexuality? Like, you know how they go. You know how,
Oh, that's a good one right there.
yeah.
What's up, Mr. Pedro?
Okay, here we go. Hey man, turn off on the light or either turn off your cam, bro. We prefer you to turn your cam off, man. Just turn your cam off, but we don't need to see you. I see you.
Hey,
Oh, shit.
Mr. Pedro. Okay. Thank
Yeah, yo. Sorry, I had a phone call. But yeah, girl got to. I don't need nobody doing that shit she's doing. But,
So how everybody doing this morning?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling, I'm feeling good. What you think about that though, Lil? Oh, we back. She back. Hey, number 6. What's up, fucking? Uh, be kind.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Be kind.
hey, be kind.
Yeah. You see how we got the emblems behind our name? The
I
first thing you
do.
need. Okay, the first thing you need to do, if you don't see it, if you see a person and they acting funny, you click I. Just say like Rick and Mommy, the person right above you. You click on her name right there. You see that? Click on her name right quick. And at the
Okay.
bottom, below her name, you will see where it say new deposit at. In like
Mm-hmm.
orange. You see how it say new
Yes,
deposit in
yes,
orange?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay. That lets you know that that's part of your family. That lets you know that that person right there can't be key. It'd be good better if she put ATM beside her name by me. So therefore, when you see ATM,
Mm-hmm.
you also know that you can't keep that person.
Right.
Or they have a
What's it?
little M beside their name, which is Maybach, and that's another
Right.
branch of the family. So
Like how
yeah,
McCoy has. That's a good teachable moment for you too, mommy. You might want to put them emblems on that.
yeah, put your emblems on there. That way you won't get shot when you go into the room.
So you easily identified.
Yeah. You know, cause
Now, what
hey,
happened to McCoy was a freak accident. McCoy, like, yeah, there was no excuse for them. But she's new.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
but
if it was like if it was somebody who's been in the family already who did that to McCoy, we would come down on them because they know better. Because McCoy has
I
the
mean,
emblems and shit like that. I know, we know you knew, so that's why we understand.
I'm
You're new.
awaiting
You don't
my interview
understand.
too. You know what I mean?
You're new, so you know you don't understand. It's a teachable moment. That's all. Nobody
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
down on you. It's a teachable moment, and it's a
yeah,
teachable moment for TRica mommy too. That's why TRica mommy needs to. That's why you need to have the emblems on, mommy. That's exactly why for that shit that just happened.
yeah.
Somebody don't know.
'Cause,
Somebody don't know you in the family, and you know what I'm saying. They might just go rampant and start trigger happy shooting people.
I mean, don't be fooled by the voice.
What in the world?
We start come back for
Uh,
it. I don't know. Hey, but yeah, don't be fooled by the voice. We start losing them combat points. You're gonna see a whole different Nunu, okay? That shit
For
was
real, sure.
whoa. Don't start Nunu. That's the thing of the day every day. Let Nunu start, okay? Cause woo, she'll make you feel like she talking to you, and she ain't even talking to you.
Uh huh. You're like, who's she talking to? Shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
she done came down on. Yeah, she came down on us before. But them
Uh,
combat points, we had to get that shit back up.
yeah, and we
So and
still
that's
ain't
why
got no
we just
exposure.
got it back up too. So we not trying to lose them again.
We ain't got
And
it
you
back
ain't.
up to where it was at, but we got it back up. So yeah, moving
Yeah.
forward.
Heard. Copy.
Don't do that.
hmm
I'm gonna get my debit
I
card.
must say, and I'm
mm-mm.
going off the top of the brain from what I see. There's a lot of beautiful ladies in here today.
I need
I'm
to
just
solve beef. I love it.
beautiful
All
ladies.
right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, y'all definitely.
Absolutely. Many lovely
Pressure.
ladies in here.
Where the pressure? The pretty bitch club.
Hell yeah.
I would feel
Hell
gay if
yeah,
I did.
we love it.
Pretty
And
girl
that's
magic. What we gonna call it, y'all?
I wish I could have got.
I
Wish I
don't
could have
know,
got Kelly
girl.
up in there too.
We gonna figure it out.
I feel gay
How
if I
do
did.
you solve beef?
And this would be a good time with that note to get back to the regular topic. Hey, is it against the law or should it be legal? If
Ask again. What was it?
I said, is it against the law or should it be legal? If Killer Baby was really a man hiding an identity.
Come on.
Who?
So,
That
Are
shit
we
should be
are we getting
illegal.
back to that topic?
Like
Yeah,
what?
let's get back to that topic. We ain't
That
addressed that
shit should
topic
be
yet.
illegal.
I thought we were solving beef.
Period.
No, we're gonna do
exactly.
solving beef after. We're gonna do this training one first.
What?
Yeah. What he just asked.
Illegal.
So illegal. Is it victim? Does it victimize somebody? I think it should be I mean if you're restarting a world, like there should be if something is going to be illegal, it needs to be something that is purely evil and is out to vindicate somebody. It's out to victimize somebody. Because they're a
Yeah, but
victim.
he's saying somebody getting tricked, basically,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
deception. hmm
So I think that
Yeah.
there is a victim.
So if let's say
Yeah.
a tranny goes on a date with a man that is a straight
Yep.
man and he ends up doing some crazy shit sexually, that man might snap. That
I
shit
mean,
is
maybe he's drunk
traumatized.
and put himself in maybe he's having a vulnerable night and is taken advantage of.
Yeah.
That's what's up, y'all. I just upgraded. Anyways,
hmm
Not not only that, y'all gotta think on y'all behalf. Cause there's a lot of fruit booty niggas getting out of prison.
There
Sure is.
is. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I ain't even gonna speak on that because that's
Y'all,
Yeah, cause
uh,
that shit can happen to y'all. A fruity booty dude can get out of prison, and then you be
it
messing
really
with him, but you
happened.
don't know
These men,
he's taking ass shots in the relationship as
yeah.
well as dealing
I'm
with
gonna
you.
tell y'all. I had a man that was in prison for 7 years, and I met him when I was a kid before he went in. And I found out through somebody that he was taking dick just for drugs in prison. It was crazy. It shocked the hell out of me.
He wasn't sucking dick for
I
oh
swear to
Lord.
God, because he was plucked out when he was in.
Oh Lord.
Now,
Oh, oh.
now, one thing I will never do is condemn anybody's addiction problems, though.
Oh,
'Cause when
I'm
we talk about
7 years into
addiction,
recovery,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
ain't
I
gotta
feel
worry
you.
about that.
I feel you. Yeah. When we talk about
Yeah,
addiction, that gets scary, right? What we will do, because it literally, addiction is a disease. So medically, to classify something in that nature, it takes over your brain. It is quite literally, it's classified as a disease in the medical world.
I've
So
been there, girl. I've been
yeah,
there.
yeah. Me too.
I was on some rough shit.
I think
But
Yeah.
that I'm 7 years clean now is
Oh,
crazy. It
hey,
that's
feels
what's
like it
up.
was
Peg.
yesterday.
That's
We
what's
should all
up.
clap.
That's
We
what's
should all
up.
clap for her
Hell
today.
yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
that
Congrats
was
on
a
that shit
scary
too, yo.
time. But thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And your story, quite literally, will be somebody's survival guide. So share that.
I hope so. I worry about my kids, man, because I judged people with drug addiction, and then that shit happened to me. It's so crazy. Like, I don't know. It's still crazy.
I feel you. I do, because I am
I used
judgment.
to be
I
like,
do come through that way, but it's
yeah,
very
I used to be
lovingly.
like, yeah. My cousin got on drugs, and I remember being like, she's such a bad mom, and blah blah blah. And then when it came around and bit me in the ass, karma. It's
Right.
crazy.
Oh, karma. And coincidence is
Oh right here, buddy.
there's not such a thing. Coincidence
Yeah.
is not real. Not in this world. Irony.
True.
I'll laugh at the irony, but coincidence
Yeah.
coincidence doesn't happen. We quite literally allow everything in our lives to happen. And the beauty of this world is that you get to design it however you want. You get to wake up and say,
Exactly.
I want it, this way today. I want to be a millionaire this evening.
No, come on, baby girl.
No, not. You
Thank
can't be a
you.
millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
What up, man?
I'm
Y'all
having a
are
good
blessing
day.
me.
Wow, what? And see, I have no idea even what this is. Let me come back to the
Either
screen.
do I, girl.
I wasn't even looking at my screen.
I'm like, do I
um,
got money to send this to y'all?
like I downloaded this app yesterday, and oh wait, so
Me
this is
2 days
asking me to share
ago.
something. Okay.
I did it 2 days ago, girl, and
Yeah,
I'm
let's see
still
how real
confused,
we
but
can
I'm
get.
trying to learn.
Me too.
I'm telling you.
Exact, like probably the same. Yeah, 2 days ago, probably.
This what we do with new deposits. We just come
I'm
on here
probably
and
on
make
some
money.
magic. I'm probably on some.
Moreno.
Well,
What you
y'all
do
need to
this?
let me know when it's happening more. This is
Who,
awesome.
who who downloaded 2 days ago? Like who was that said downloaded yesterday?
Kelly.
Oh, hey,
Kelly.
Kelly,
girl. Well, welcome.
Okay,
Miss
okay.
Spike,
Okay.
Thank
Miss
you.
Yeah.
Trigger happy.
I got my audition today at 3.
This is a good teachable moment too, Anti, with the live people. When you share the live like this, there's gonna be a lot of people popping up on the panel from different countries. Like you see, everybody sharing. A lot of these people, they come from developing the third world nation, so they, these beings are really worth something in their country. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Do
keep an
y'all got
eye
any
out
advice? Oh,
for
sorry.
people
Really?
hopping on who are just gonna do some random shit.
So
Facts.
Kelly,
Right.
you ain't in a family. You in a family? True?
No, but do you got any advice for me for my audition today? I just met Anti-Simp
Well,
last
well,
night.
you in the X game family already, so you in the
What's
family.
up?
Your audition, your audition. Just look
I
at the
tried to
camera.
get I tried to get her, bro. I tried to get her to join, but she was already
You didn't ask
Yeah.
working with
me.
Hey,
Well,
you could
just
drop, I ain't trying to tell you to drop the badge, but
yeah.
Where are you at,
Y'all are
Kenny?
cool.
I am. I'm gonna tell you, drop that
Where am
shit.
I?
Drop it.
Drop that shit. You better make sure. Hey, all I'm gonna say is
If you want to come over here
make
with
sure
that
I'm in
you
money,
making
Kelly.
money in
Virginia.
Ace Gang. We
Don't
gonna be
you
making
like
money over
money,
here.
Kelly? Don't you like money? Just come get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Come,
I
you see how we
know.
do it over here.
show
I
you. Let me
ain't been
show you.
on no shit like this. I'm shocked. Y'all are awesome. Cause I ain't even got this many beans like ever before.
Y'all know number 6? Hold on. Who is number 6?
Hey, what's up, number
I have
6?
not.
Oh, hey, number 6. What'd I say?
Yeah, number 6. Hey, cam up number 6 or say something. We want to hear your voice. Or you cam up. One of the two.
Shield
You drop
family,
to the
silver 3.
comments or something.
She's from
I came
Lebanon.
up
She
here
had
not to talk.
You about to get number 6. You got like 10 seconds to say something or cam up, and you're
Listen,
gonna
she
get
has
shot.
31,000
Still talking,
beans.
man.
So whatever she
You see
says
that
is going to
right
be
there?
important.
There
You see
might there
that
might
Kelly
be a
right there?
way. You probably just drop them.
Yeah,
Hey Kelly, you
y'all
see
gotta
them
drop that
numbers right
motherfucker.
there?
I
You
know.
see them
I'm
numbers right
shocked.
there?
Yep.
Last month. Should I drop this month? We throw that money over here. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh
That's
my
just one
goodness.
person.
Yo, voice number 1. Your voice sounds very familiar, sir. Just
My
saying.
voice sounds familiar.
It does.
I don't know.
But we're
All
going to
right,
move
be
to number
kind.
6.
Be kind. You can shoot number 6.
Thank you. Number 6 has, listen. Number 6 has 31,000 beans. Okay, so maybe we
I don't give
should.
a fuck.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
they're from Lebanon. Like,
They don't do
like,
nothing
like what
for us.
McCoy just said. Like what McCoy just said. They from Lebanon. These beans mean more in their country. They come over here because they know they're gonna get multiple beans. Their beans. Our beans are more valuable than their beans, but their beans don't mean shit
Yeah.
to our country. We don't get the credit for their beans. That's why they
Okay.
come over
Damn.
here
Yeah.
when you set alive.
Okay.
You don't
The
get number
broadcaster
like
wins 10 beans
40% for
and
that
star or
game.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a game to this and that I have no idea, you know.
She just jumped. She just jumped in just to intercept the beans and shit. That's what they be doing. Like they see beans. They see money. They see us like passing money around and shit. They hop up in the box trying to intercept it. You see what I'm saying? That's what they do.
Oh
They
They try
Send
to
damn.
us pictures.
about
Let me
fake
see some shit.
he
pages,
would have to send you
That
like
shit's
all kind of little
crazy.
deceptive ways.
So you see how she just sent the mace? He had to send you like 5 or 6 to your one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
and he ain't gonna send you 5 or 6 dragons to your one dragon. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna
Dragon.
match up no matter.
It ain't
Yeah,
gonna match up. And it's
you
gonna
get
look
these foreign
bad.
countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't telling you not to look out for 'em. Of course, I love to give back, especially I see them doing bad. Oh, I need
That's
beans
the
here, take
season.
two. Because I know that it totals up with my beans compared to theirs. So I may
Yeah.
look out a little. I'm not going
Unfortunately,
broke.
I did not win. But
Don't go broke looking out for them
let's
motherfuckers.
clap for number 3. Let's clap for
Y'all are
that
so
3. See,
sweet.
But I
Thank
definitely
you.
look out.
she is a winner right now. She is a
Yeah.
winner in that lottery. She won that lottery. Number 2.
Someone's just
For what? I want to.
Yes, you did. Yes,
oh,
you did,
anti, you
mommy.
know I got you, bro. Hell, I ain't got a self-explanatory.
I
Thank
know, bro.
you.
I ain't saying nothing about that shit. DJ Ant still owe me 5 treasures too. I'm still waiting. You think I'm going away? Nah, nigga, you gonna give me the treasures? It's a principle. I don't ain't that I need it. It's that I want it.
Hey, man, shit, that's just goes ahead. I
It's
wish
a
I could
principle, baby.
when we was in old girl room, the nigga that came through was like, yo, I'll throw it back to you. I come find you. That boy ain't seen that motherfucker since, bro.
They be on that
Uh,
bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
listen, anti,
I can't
if you
remember
want
his
me, like,
fucking
my
name. I
fingers
know
are
he on
quick,
my
and I
list.
will block. I love to block. So people keep coming in this
Oh,
number
God.
6 spot, and
Yeah, be careful. Hey, number 6.
Shoot the
Hey, cut your audio for us, please. Oh, okay. You got that.
bonk.
Sometimes you just talk to them and they'll just kindly leave or drop themselves
on
down.
some dumb shit.
Kindly, thank
They
you.
see we ain't playing no music. You know what I'm saying? It's peaceful in here. They come in on that dumb shit, shoot their ass. Long as they ain't got the
Shoot them.
end.
You too, one court. You shoot them too.
Shoot that
Oh, okay.
motherfucker.
Good.
Listen, I've been shooting. I was 6 years
Yeah, we
old.
need we need we
Literally
need the
all
guns
around
in
the
here.
country.
So they
Okay.
follow y'all. Make sure everybody follow TRica.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody follow everybody. Y'all make sure y'all follow Shay #2.
Yeah,
Thank
that's what I was just
you.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what I was just
Oh,
doing.
I meant
Will.
shit. As soon as Shay came in the room, I followed her. I don't know if you seen Shay.
Um, yeah, I've been trying to give #2 that floor for a second. Can we listen to her? What you doing, #2?
Oh, I'm
Foxy, what's up,
resting.
mom?
I'm resting. It's time for me to go to work.
Most
This
definitely follow Foxy down there.
Fuck. Oh, her. Yeah, I'm like,
one.
I didn't
Oh
even
yeah,
see
she's
her.
doing fine.
Morning, Miss
Yeah, follow
Fox.
Fox.
Man, there's so much about this. I'm like
I got
scared
on
to
my
picture.
bunny, so I was trying to calm down. How y'all doing this morning?
What's up?
Doing.
All right, man.
Bless you.
I know you read
Bless.
cards. About that you read my cards. How much you charge to read cards, Foxy?
You
Ooh.
said
I'm about to
who?
what?
How much
Who
you
is that
charge to
talking
read?
to me?
Why are they saying invite
The man
English speaking
himself,
people?
Big
He did a
Wheels?
share. He did a share.
man
He
who
put
always
he did a password, a fan lottery share. He put
Huh?
invite
Uh,
English speaking people as
it's
oh,
me.
as the share password. So
I'm gonna
every time
read. I'm
everybody
gonna
that
go
comes
into
in, they're
my
gonna come in and do that.
live today. When I go live, I'm gonna do my live, and I don't charge for my readings. But
Ooh.
different strokes, different folks, because it just be something that the creator be wanting you to know. I don't charge like it's just something that I do.
Actually, I get into it
You
for sure.
know when you know when you know. You know.
Yeah.
If anybody,
Okay.
Anti, would you like to reiterate on the topic or where we at for the people coming in?
Yeah, yeah. You can reiterate on it. I'm finna recharge. Somebody can reiterate on it. Who's been in here already?
Well, what we're presenting at the top is not. What time are we on? What are we?
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
let me change what's up top. Let me change what's up top because we're not done with that topic. Let me change what's up.
There
You
we
can
go.
talk about it
And
though. I'm gonna just
Thank
also,
you.
change it up top while you're talking about it.
Thank you.
and also, Foxy, before you came in here, which is amazing that you came back in here. Real was telling me that you was giving out yachts to everybody. I don't know how true it is. I just
I see you like to play with my
hey,
time. I ain't even made my goal. I need like 20K. I
we
see.
need some
Okay,
of
you'll get
that
some
love,
dragons.
girl.
20K, that's easy. You'll get that shit. You might do a bean lottery. You might do a bean lottery later. You'll get it. You
Mm-hmm.
come in on the bean lottery, you'll get that shit. Or at least you'll get half of it for sure. You'll at least get half of it. You know what I'm saying? You come in on the bean lottery, and all you gotta do is just get the other half.
being
Boom.
lottery or
Done.
being party.
A bean party.
Yeah, being lottery,
Let's take it back to
dog.
the '70s, right?
I'm all for the
Peace
bean
and
parties.
love. We a hippie now.
Get 20K on a being lottery.
No, I said bean party. Bean party. She'll get
Oh,
10.
He
okay,
meant
She'll
to
yeah,
get
say
10.
he was saying being lottery, but he meant to say being party, y'all.
I
yeah.
meant
That's
bean
What do
what
party.
we
I
My
think
bad.
about
I
said.
meant
Was
bean
nine?
party.
being
My bad. I
lottery.
meant bean party.
9 is
I
muted.
thought.
Hey,
Look at
number
it.
9, you got something to say?
Yeah,
9
cam
is
up number
muted.
9.
9 is
Yeah, we don't
muted.
do all that
I
waving shit
can't
without
come
saying
up
nothing to
now.
Cam. We don't know
Listen, I
you.
muted her. I
Hey,
muted her.
Uh, say something
bye
with Cam
bye.
up. Number
What's up,
9 for
number
you get
9?
kicked.
Be
What's up, number
kind.
9?
That's what you shoot right there. That's what you shoot.
Yeah,
That's
people
what
like
you
that who you shoot. They come up, they don't say nothing, and they don't say nothing nor cam up, and you don't know them.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm
Those
quite
three key
literally, as soon as it
components.
comes up,
Those the three
muting.
key
First
components.
of all,
They don't
because
cam up,
I'm
Yeah.
not.
they don't say nothing, and you don't know them. All three of those. If all three of those, if it check off all three of those boxes, kick them,
Correct.
fire them.
Correct.
Definitely, you hear people calling our number like, "Who you?" And you hear all our voices. That means don't nobody in the room know 'em. So that's really
Hmm.
suspicious. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh, look at us
suspicious
down
as
there.
heck. You ain't heard nobody say, "Nah, they cool." Then yeah, more than likely.
Exactly. You calling out, hey, cam up, or say something, and they not responding, just doing little stupid ass emojis, and you don't know them. Perfect bitch, perfect motherfucker to kick.
All right. Let's see.
But
Definitely
yeah,
want to share.
Foxy, what you think about that topic?
Hold on, I gotta look at it. I gotta feed myself, y'all. Hold on.
Is hiding your sexuality criminal? If you are a trans man presenting as a female and your pronouns
I
are,
don't think
you
nothing
know,
about they talk about as far as hiding their sexuality, who they really are. That's what y'all talking about.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
No,
I
look at
just,
it
I
just
just,
a trans man. Trans men, what do you and think about it, them fruity men.
yeah, I just
They
think,
come
and
home.
this is my opinion. I don't even
Uh,
know. I just think it's too many trans men. I just think I'm just, I know that's not the topic, but I just think it's too many men like a man.
Too
They
much
I
try to
think that
kill
there's
competition.
us.
too many terms because we've overcomplicated things.
Right, that's what we talking
Yeah.
about.
We've
yeah.
Okay,
overcomplicated things.
well, still, I just think it's too many men like a man. They trying to kill off the population. How he said to be fruitful. You feel what I'm
So,
saying? How are y'all supposed to do that when it's y'all trying to be girls? They trying to be girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't love your mama that much that you wanted to be your mama. Get the fuck out of here. Come
Because a
on,
woman
man.
can walk in her
Yep.
masculinity and handle some shit, take care of that, all of it. But a
Yeah.
man who
But
is
ain't no woman
feminine is
on.
just
And then
that goes
women,
against nature, right?
that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. And women, they're
right.
starting to change their sexuality too. Like y'all think y'all. I'm just saying though, man. I'm gonna be quiet. Like
No, you
I'm
good.
just,
No,
No,
speak your
talk.
piece. This is what
Please
we
talk.
doing. Like all
I'm
all
just.
point all
Y'all
perspectives
think
of what.
y'all gonna get
Speak your
down?
piece.
Y'all think
All
y'all gonna
right.
go?
See you, Kelly.
Y'all think y'all gonna go before him, and he gonna say, okay, you was a man, but now you're a woman. You can get in the Golden Gates. Hell no. He gonna be trying to figure out what the fuck you is.
Right.
What you got going? Like what gave you the right to destroy my creation? Come on, stop it. Now I'm gonna be doing too much and coming with all these excuses, but really in reality, they slick jealous of women. I'm just saying, and the same with the women being the women turning into men. Like, girl, you know you can't fuck no woman. Get your ass out of here. Like that shit don't even. I don't even play. I'm saying, and then I ain't saying that I'm perfect because I'm 40 years old. I done been there and done it. You know what I'm saying? Half of y'all bitches
Right.
can't eat pussy. I'm
Who?
sorry. Y'all can't eat pussy, and I ain't never allowed a bitch to play with my pussy with a dildo. I don't do that, bitch. I need the real shit. Fuck out of
Peace,
here.
Sheik.
Feel you on that.
Yeah,
I
come
was
up here,
30,
Sheik, bro.
30 fucking years old before I even owned one because I don't need
That's
that
what
shit in
I'm
my life.
saying.
That's some fake shit. I don't do fake
you
shit.
know what
Yeah, out here playing.
you know
Y'all
what I
around here
think?
playing. How can you live your whole life playing a role? Playing a role like you
Right.
a woman, playing a role like you a man. Don't you get tired, bitch? You need to be an actor. Y'all need to be actresses. For real
Yep.
talk. That's what y'all want to do. But
Right.
How do you live like a satisfied life though? Like sexually satisfied life for real? Like you ain't gonna be satisfied sexually the rest of your life just eating pussy or you know what I'm saying, like pegging another dude or
man,
whatever. I don't know. You see what I'm
and
saying?
that's what
And plus on
let me
top of
say
that,
I
that's
can
the
be a
one of the
shit.
main contributors of HIV. Dude don't do that shit.
Yes,
And then they
it
try
is.
to and then they
No.
try to spread that shit around with everybody else. Trying to spread that shit to females.
But this
Trying
is
to live
my
that double
thing,
life,
though.
being on the down low, but still trying to smash on other girls, spreading that shit around.
Exactly. If people could just be who they are, be accepted for who they are, and then feel safe to be who they are, we would live in a much better world. You know, if you feel like you were born, different from what you are, that's fine. Just walk
Yeah,
in that.
and me and the real McCoy was having to talk about
I'm
it this
just
the
want to
other day.
say,
I
y'all.
actually had a room about this.
Hold
Do you think that you can be attracted to trans or want to have sex with trans and still be straight?
Hell
What?
no.
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
You slick.
on.
You just that. You just
Okay.
really trying to hide it from the people. You want you a man, you want you a man. You try to get you a trans woman because you're trying to hide that you're attracted to a man.
Hold on,
What?
but I got a
Yeah,
little
that's
thing.
what I was saying.
Gotta
I
go
was
back a
like,
little bit.
trans attracted is not part of the straight community. And some people were saying that trans attracted is part of being straight. Like, because you're attracted to trans, you still straight. I'm like, no, because if you're attracted to trans,
No.
you're not straight. Straight means you like women.
Right. Straight means you like the
So
opposite sex,
I
not what
thought
you
that I
claim
was
it to be.
tripping, but
The opposite naturally born
right, that's
sex.
what I was trying to say. But
The
I thought that
opposite
I was
naturally
wrong.
born
Okay.
sex.
I just want y'all to know that it is an actual judge and a jury when you go on the other side. Me
Mm-hmm.
myself, I'm telling y'all, I was in a coma for 3 months. The whole time it was like I just left, but I was over there and I was having a conversation. I was asking him to come back. Real talk. It is an actual judge and jury. The only one that you will really hear is him. You will
Right.
hear them whisper, but you will understand what he's saying. What they be saying is for real, y'all. It's for real. When I came back, like I had just left, it was 3 months later. And they were just saying they were finna put a trach in my throat and all of that. And to be honest, the doctors was fascinated that I made it because I wasn't supposed to make it. They left the placenta in my body. I had heart, kidney, and lung failure. Like they was trying to say I had the swine flu to cover up what they had done to me. I wasn't supposed to
Wow.
make it, but I did.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, my bad.
So all y'all around
Yeah.
here talking about me, it ain't no real God. It ain't. Yeah, keep on playing. keep on playing.
Okay,
Don't find
me
out.
me when it comes down to it, like what TRica was saying, I took a lot of psych classes in sociology, and a lot of that dibbles and dabbles indirectly in metaphysics, and then that's how I started studying it and people's natures. And then you got nature versus nurture. That's what they call it in schooling. But when you step outside of it and start looking at it from historical cultures and things of that nature, looking in the past, there's been effeminate men, or they have different terms, like if they dress up as women or whatever, but still kind of translates as trans, or whatever what we call it today. But basically, is that it's we know it's always been around in so much shape or form, but is the fact that the natures, like there's masculine and feminine nature. For instance, Cherry the Boom. Cherry the Boom looks like a
Right.
woman, like a today's American black woman, looks a lot like them. The hair, makeup, nails, the whole shebang, and not just them. Like a lot of women who biological women who carry those, who play in
Wonderful.
that culture, and so by
Not
them doing
everything.
that, what's up, number six? What's up, brother?
Hello, how are you?
Could you
Man, with all this
could you drop
radiation
down the
going
box
on,
for us?
Good.
with
What
all
you
this
say?
radiation going on, y'all will see a whole bunch of lips and asses and titties falling off.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna get up
Number
under it.
six was like showing both his
Right.
hands. He was probably
But basically, but for instance, Cherry the Boom, or versus like a stud woman, I don't find attractive at all. But
right.
I'm a man. I know what a man likes. I know when you watch porn, what goes off in your brain to make you get hard.
All
It's
women are
it's the
Mm-hmm.
bisexual.
penetration. It's the hips. People don't know this, but I'm gonna tell you something.
Women are built for women.
Gay men ass is ass to the human mind. That's why, like, if somebody's twerking and they just show the ass, and you can't tell if it's a man or a woman, a man's just going to be
Peace, y'all.
naturally attracted, and a lot of women like that too. Like, and they see it and they zoom out,
What's
and
up,
then the
Sheik, bro?
unattractive part, they won't be feeling it when
hey.
they see it as a dude.
So
So
what
I
you
say
saying
all that
is,
to say that
like Cherry the
there's
Boom,
some
by
things
her
that we don't
having,
understand.
this is what
Let's
I'm
say it
saying
again.
about Cherry the Boom having curves and shit. Men are naturally attracted. You attracted to her?
No, I'm just saying, as like, there's trans women out here that shit on a lot of
In
biological
so many
women.
words,
Let's just keep it
you
real.
and my family.
What
I
you
see
got?
what
Listen to
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying though. You
I
have to
thought,
hear what I'm saying though. Is
TRica,
that
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm just
play
being
it.
honest
family.
in
What
the
up?
sense of what. Well, I'm just being honest in the sense of like masculinity and femininity. Masculine women, there's no way in hell because of the simple
See,
fact because just because you got a pussy, like let's be real, guys. Do we really talk about how pretty that pink pussy is all day, or we talk about ass, hips, titties, and everything else?
I'm just saying. So in
Pussy
so many words,
matters.
you saying that you would be attracted to Cherry the Boom. That's what you saying.
No. Like, because the Cherry the Bone's personality is whack, but it's more deeper
But
than
if
that.
her
I just use
personality
Cherry
is
as an
that,
example. I'm just use Cherry as an
okay,
example because everybody knows who Cherry is on this app. But I'm saying
yeah.
if like compared to the range of women, we know there's some women out here that are just not that attractive. So you line them up and you put Cherry in the lineup, and a man has to honestly say, without knowing who's biological or not,
Man,
they're going to find Cherry attractive. And it's like it's these are the parts of sexuality that I feel need to be accounted for. Now, like for instance, people shouldn't lie about their sexuality to their partner. Yeah, that's what I feel like. If you with somebody, you tell them about yourself and whatnot, and you let them decide for themselves. But
why do people lie?
uh, huh?
Why do people lie? Like they don't feel comfortable. They don't. They're either ashamed or I'm going to school to be I'm in psychology classes right now. People lie
Mm-hmm.
because they don't feel comfortable. Because they don't feel comfortable because they feel like they are going to be judged, or they feel like people have judged them in the past. So therefore, like, why are we lying about our sexuality? Why are we lying to our partner?
What you gotta keep in mind too is that you gotta look at the America, for instance, and it's not just America; it's our nature. It's the natures and that we were given and born with that it plays out in this world. Straight men, I, honestly, we have no place for gay men. Like
No.
I respect gay men. I have no problem chilling, talking to them or whatever. But it's like I prefer, like just me personally, not to be around them
it just better
because
not feel.
I
They just better not have no fat ass around you.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. Like this is what I said though. Like don't try to do that. Cause I said once they zoom out the picture, that's when you start to become unattractive because it's your nature. It goes back to evolution of men taking advantage of other men in the jungles and shit like that. And then naturally, those men who were not taken advantage of, or those who were, you build an instinct over time, evolution, to be like, oh hell no. So, because them doing it to somebody else, willingly or not, is it's a threat. It's a potential threat. To men because of you're in a vulnerable position,
And what do we
and
do
it's
when
like
we're
in the spiritual side of it. The reason why like religions outlawed it is because like, and I really want to hear his point of view on this. He's our scholar on this stuff. He I believe that they were outlawed because when you pray as a Christian, what do? You get on your knees. How do you pray as a Muslim? You prostrate. You bend down low. The Bible and them, they do not believe in as a man your sodomy or prostate. It's to God. Your private parts, they belong to God. They're gateways to heavens to produce life. So I think that's the reason why that we've created these barriers, and now because society is so free down, and yeah, that's just how and that's why the religious books broke it down because these acts, bending down low, praying, and all this, they belong to God, and nobody should take advantage of anybody or get that kind of respect for the Most High.
Yeah, I
so do
mean
you
when you
think
look
that
at it,
being
right?
trans attracted? So do
First off,
you
peace,
think
family.
that being trans attracted is part of the straight community? Do
Honestly,
you think that you
yes,
can be straight and still be trans attracted?
yes, and this is why because of the fact that, for instance, who does these trans mess with for the most part? the ones that are attracted to men, or majority of them are, but they mess with straight men, quote unquote straight men. They got families, that have kids, they just hiding it. And you gotta keep in mind, women in our society, y'all can do the gayest shit imaginable. Other day, a woman hopped on a panel, and I knew the shit was coming because she was light skinned, had pretty eyes. Oh, you're so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. We don't ever say no shit like that to each other. And a part of that is being raised up to see ourselves as builders of society. And that's good to be builders, to work us up, to be soldiers, to be men. But at the same time, we don't really talk about how beautiful another man is. Not saying like it's just uncomfortable. Like for just to be honest, because it's cultural too. I don't even tell my male family members I love them. I feel messed up, but it just, to me, it don't feel right, and that's because of the culture.
Yeah, we might holler at a dude, be like, "Oh, you attractive, man." If we talking to a younger dude, I know I will. But far as how y'all be going, oh, you're so pretty. Oh. Hey, y'all be doing some gay shit a lot too, females patting each other on the ass.
Hell yeah.
Hey, when you think about it, right? According to like, so those events that took place in like the holy scriptures, right? It's actually historical events. You know, when you look at those religious books, they're not just religious, they're historical, they social, they books dealing with moral and ethical principles, codifications, etc. Right? So man and woman was created to procreate, right? That's our job, to keep creation, to sustain creation. We are supposed to procreate. Now, two men cannot have a child. You know what I'm saying? And two women can't have a child. It's impossible. So this is why it's against the laws of nature. We're supposed to balance out nature with each other. A man for a woman, a woman for a man is not, and this is not to bash those who live an alternative lifestyle. This isn't. I'm just sharing with y'all why these books prohibit such horrendous acts. And that's why, man, it hinders us from growing as humanity. You know what I'm saying? If a man is mating with a man, a woman is mating with a woman, we stagnated as humanity. We are supposed to procreate.
Hey,
Facts.
I don't mean to get off subject right quick, but Simp, man, make the ones give you a Mason or something, man. I learned this, like, and make them give you a gift. That way, in Masons, at least that way it builds up our combat point. You know what I'm saying? You setting them for 100, you just basically giving away, and you lose the money, and it'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Get up. What's your name, man?
Oh
I
yeah,
learned that.
you ain't lying, bro.
Yeah, so it help you get your quota, and you know what I'm saying. And it's just a Mason. You know they're gonna jump on it for 100 beans. You know you break it down to like 2 or 3 people. You know what I'm saying? That way
Hell
they'll
yeah.
jump on it. And they gonna want them dollars. But yeah, I learned that last night. And then you get money back. And then you might make a come up if you get over 200 people that, you know what I'm saying, do it. Like you probably got now doing it for free. 200 people throw a mason. Oh, you done made 100.
I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do another one
Yeah.
after this one, inspired with the Maces.
I learned that's a hustle last night. But anyway, back to the topic, fellas. I'm sorry.
I need somebody to do a one-on-one.
That money come first. That money
I
come
got you,
first.
B. I'll do 1-on-1 with you.
I'm just trying to sit. I would love to do with
Ooh, look at that. I never see that one before.
Okay. Hey. Shut up.
Got another one for it.
Girl. I think that there is power in muting yourself.
Oh man, that's nice, bro. I ain't never seen that one either.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I'd be like, oh, what's this one? What this one do?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's
I'm
some
telling you,
fruity
man.
shit.
I
You be
plan on
like,
be
nah,
sending.
my bad, bro. My bad.
I be nah. I really do. I plan on sending like, you know what I'm saying, like. I plan on sending like, the family that, we actively with all the time. I plan on sending those, you know what I'm saying, and friends as well. Like it's heavy gift, heavy. But yeah, back to the topic, yeah, sexuality, high sexuality. Yeah, I feel like if you like hiding that shit, you being you being you either when you like, you know what I'm saying, lying by omission, not telling the truth at first in the beginning, like, you know what I'm saying, like I feel like everybody tap your bags, tap your bags to get your beans. Yeah, I feel like when you're not being upfront and honest and transparent with the person that you're dealing with in the beginning, as far as with that, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit should be criminal, man, because you can do something, you know what I'm saying? You can deceive somebody into it. You might have some shit, and then you know what I'm saying, like some shit happens or whatever, and then like no, they just caught HIV or something because you used deception to pretend like you was something that you wasn't, and you wasn't upfront about it. Or that dude could be on the down low getting pegged, and he done contracted something, and they going to y'all females and spreading it to y'all.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I'm
Big
finna
fact.
gift you from my trolling page, bro.
Okay, bro. HIV, bro. Atlanta, not to rag on Atlanta, but Atlanta is like in the top 5 for the highest STDs in America. Did y'all know that? And we
Man,
we already
it's not
and
even
we
that
would
bad,
expect that.
bro. Like it's like they did a study. It's a video, and
Y'all
it's
see
like
that?
it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's like
I
super
see it. I see
high.
it,
Like
bro.
they said, it's like 70 to 80% of people in the LGBT in Atlanta. I'm like, yo, that's absurdly high. If
Hmm.
that's true, because I'm moving back down south. I won't be living in Baltimore no more. I'll be in Raleigh. And then probably like in a year's time, I'm making a decision between Atlanta and Houston. I got family in Atlanta, but you know what I mean? Atlanta's changed so it's been changing so fast. I haven't been there in like probably about 4 or 5 years. So it's like I don't know how I like it like that. But Houston, I've never been to Houston. It'll be something new. And yeah, I might just go that route.
I'm in Houston,
I
bro.
like it.
Come here.
I love
Come to
Atlanta,
Houston,
man.
bro.
Love
Oh
Atlanta. I
yeah,
ain't gonna
man.
lie.
Show me around. Show me the spots for sure.
I love
Hmm.
Atlanta. You know why I love Atlanta, man? Because them niggas dress weird and they look gay, all of 'em. So that make all the women for me, goddamn it. Man, they just
But
walk up
bro,
to
they
you.
over there, they trying to smash the women too, bro, and they know they gay.
Yeah, that's some foul shit.
They be so desperate and hungry in Atlanta. They be walking up to you. You could be with your old lady. They be so disrespectful. I be like, man,
Yeah. That happened to my brother.
Everybody
My
always
brother,
trying to sell you. Everybody always trying to sell you some shit. Like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I'm trying to go get some food.
to sell you some
no,
shit. Like for instance, I never been to a gas station in Atlanta that I could go in cleanly and come out without somebody asking me for money. It's kind of like that in Baltimore in a way, but you have to be like deep into Baltimore on the west side for to get that type of every time you go, somebody's gonna come up and approach you.
I was talking about just the women. I don't know about everybody else. The women was that's
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
they
talking.
starving. The women
Yeah,
starving in
they
Atlanta, man.
starving down there, but they hungry. I'm like, damn,
My
these.
second level up in this room.
Come on.
Y'all are amazing.
Yep. You just don't want to hit
Amazing.
level 13 until you do your audition. That's all. You don't want to hit level
Right,
13 until you
right.
do your audition.
I don't know what you're talking about.
After your audition, it don't matter no more.
It's 11 o'clock. I ain't been to sleep yet, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Yeah, it's about time for a nap.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm about to eat eggs and grits and bacon, turkey bacon, of course. So
Ah.
yeah, Shay, I'm gonna miss you. I'm probably gonna dream about you.
Well,
I
thank
know we
you,
just,
sir.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. You just told me to
I
do
know
it
we
though.
just met now, but this is a special moment.
Oh, well,
I don't
pleasure
know if you
meeting
feel it.
you.
I don't know if you feel the vibe going between us. You know what I do.
I got you.
Right. But yeah, man, these niggas need to, mm. No, I just don't like it. I can't even agree. I just don't like it. This ain't got to the point where I used to like girls on girls. I stopped liking that. I don't want no parts of none of it. It's sad. I mean, I'd rather get down there and eat it myself. I used to have a saying, yeah, I let her lick it so I can stick it. I'd just rather do it myself. I'd rather get out of here. And you know, the girls, yo, they so disrespectful. I hate when they make me have to play they sick, twisted little game. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even got to be nothing major. It was just like I was opening up the door for one at the gas station, and she looked at me and said, "You ain't got to
Up
open
your
up the door
bags,
for me."
y'all.
I'm like, "Shit, I didn't know. Like, I don't know what you want me to do." How you gonna get mad at me because I was being what I supposed to be, and you acted like you ain't? You
Well,
come
what do you?
on, man. I mean, I tried to open up a door for, I guess you would call a lesbian. And you know, she was coming in the door, and I'm going out, so I held the door. She looked at me like, "You ain't gotta hold the door for me, nigga." Like,
Oh no.
but like I was saying, she's still a woman in my eyes. She making me play her sick to the game. That's fine. I just can't
What's
do it,
up,
man. I
Mr.
can't.
Carlos? Do you mean to be up here?
Oh Lord.
Could you please respond? Oh,
Oh
I was about to
no.
kill you. I was about to get it.
It's like a mohawk.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, nigga with a mohawk. Oh shit. Ain't seen that in a while. What's that character? There's a character in Guitar Hero who like that. I was like, what the hell? He like a Guitar Hero character.
White King.
What's up,
Be
White King from
kind.
Nigeria? We being aggravated with white folks.
Be kind. You would be a good. What's the old girl
Oh
name?
God.
Damn. Damn, what's the old girl name? The motherfucker.
What's up,
The
White
girl.
King? Hop on,
The
King.
girl that used
We
to go
talking
with
about
Joker. The girl that go with Joker.
Harley
The,
Quinn. Yeah, she do it like that. Yeah.
Queen.
What's up, Alejandro? Do you have anything
So,
to contribute? What's up, fam? What we're talking about is hiding your sexuality criminal. And if anybody's in the comments you want to join and talk about this, you're more than welcome to. We don't judge on opinion. We just want to hear you out.
What's that?
What do you think about people hiding their sexuality from their partner? Do you think they have a right to keep it secret to themselves, or they have to tell their partner no matter what? We must have got a call.
I don't think that's 7 since English, so we're gonna kick that. 8 is definitely gone. Okay, cool. He was muted though. Sorry.
Oh,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I muted him.
Man, I
man,
went
kick
through hell to
Alejandro.
upload some money on here. All right, let me get the family.
say that.
Here we go. Now we working with fish grease. Now we cooking with
Hell
fish
yeah.
grease.
Thanks,
I
man.
had to upload some money. My fufu, my other phone wouldn't do it.
Yo, I uploaded some money. Tell me what to do. I got some money on here.
Hey, please, no one gift me, y'all. No one gift me. My
Oh my
fans
bad.
be looking.
You know when you hit that all button, bro, it's gonna automatically shoot you something. You know, just flip it back, just flip it or whatever, bro. Do what you want to do with it. You
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah,
all
my
good.
fans. Yeah, my
It's all
fans
good.
miss.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro.
What you mean tell you what to do, man? What you don't know how to do?
Oh, I don't know how to do anything, quite literally. I started on here last night. I met Anti with two
Oh,
beans. You know what I'm saying?
well, oh gosh, you don't know how to upload. You say you got a card right there.
I put money on here already. Yeah, I got money on here. Or whatever I did.
Oh, so you added diamonds already? Well, you go
I bought
down
some
to the little gift box down there. You go down to the little gift box. You
shaking its
collect.
little thing.
Yeah, you collect. Damn, I knocked it down. Fuck. You collect whatever gift you want to send, and you can tap on the name of whoever you want to send it to. See, like at the top where name is,
Doing this, ooh,
that's all
girl.
good. All right, once you click on the box, first at the
Okay,
top,
doing this,
you
bro.
can see like this names and and then you can slide the gifts over, and boom, boom, boom. Click on who you want to send to, and or you can collect all and send one to everybody. It's
Hey, family, I'll be right back, man. Give me 1 second, all right? I'll be right back.
whatever you want to do, yo. It's whatever you want to
Do your
do.
thing, bro. Do your thing, bro.
You feel me?
But yeah, what do
Feel
you
me?
guys think about today? Women are not exhibiting biological women because we've done a lot of talking about the comparison between biological women and trans women. So, what do you guys think about the decline in femininity in this country, and do you believe that has an effect on this cultural shift that's been putting women in the workforce? Do you think that's played a role into the promotion and the creation of trans women, and or do you think that that's separate? That those are not related?
Okay. Simple. One more time.
What today, we as men, we do not feel women exhibit the same feminine qualities as our mothers and grandmothers did of yesteryear. So, do you think that has played a role in the rise of trans women as options, or mistresses, or tools of lust in our society?
So trans. I think that to answer a lot of these questions, it would be simply put to do a little bit of homework or a little bit of defining. So there's sexual identity, then there's sexual orientation, and then there's gender identity. Okay, I don't know all these things because this is all fairly new to all of society, right? So let's define things and then go from there. Your sexual identity and your sexual orientation are separate. Your sexual identity is how one thinks of oneself in terms of who one is romantically or sexually attracted to. Your sexual orientation is when people identify or disidentify with sexual orientation or choose not to identify with a sexual orientation. Sexual identity and sexual behavior are closely related to sexual orientation. So if you're in a poly relationship, right, and you're the dude, like you're straight, but that female is not. So you can be in a relationship that's defined differently by the separate people. So I think that in creating when you create a space for something to be filled, you're quite naturally going to get something to fill it, right? Why do we have why is there so many trans men? Is there a listen? Thank you so much, like grandmothers, for my rights. You know, because I do believe that all humans should be afforded. I said this last night. A certain level of respect and but all you did was make my job so much harder, man. So now I gotta work. I gotta take care of kids. I gotta pay the bills. I gotta keep track of the bills. I gotta, like, do you know how much we put on a woman's plate? And then 100 years ago, we were literally, that's the problem. That's the problem. We put way too much on one person. We think that one person should be it, all, everything for us, period. That one person is supposed to provide us with everything that we need to be the person that we are. And you can't put that on a partner. You can't put that on one person. Like, we used to get this from a village. 100 years ago. This social norm was not the social norm. So let's break it all the way down to why are we even doing this? Let's go back to biblical standards and understand that it comes. See, that's where men have it messed up right now. They're not honest. Because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be somebody that aligns with your vision perfectly. So, what's your vision? You know? Because if your vision doesn't include a trans man, then that's not even in your world, and it doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't even matter. Men don't mix with men. Like, we know that. Men are not supposed to mix with men. Women are set up to know a woman's body and to be comforting and to be sisterly, okay? Men aren't.
Give me 1 second.
I don't know, but
Yeah, and the fact that HIV has its highest cases and really originates with men on men, you know what I'm saying? Like, action says a lot too. As
It
far
does.
as like,
And like, I think that people don't die from AIDS anymore. You literally can take a PrEP pill or whatever it is that I see ads for, because I get my birth control delivered in the mail on time. People don't die from AIDS like that anymore. Like, our world is it's not right. Like, I'm not saying that it is, but there's so many names for this that these kids have come up with. I love this new generation. I really do, because let them be themselves. I love to watch people be themselves, you know? So you have heterosexuality, which is like the standard, right? Okay. Opposite sex, straight. You have bisexual, which I think all women are. They just don't want to admit it. Because what woman doesn't fantasize or isn't?
don't kick number 7.
Okay, well,
I invited her up.
Yeah. I wasn't on number 7. I was on 6. I think that all women are bisexual because they think about another woman. If a woman thinks about another woman doing something to them, you know, then I'm still exploring a lot of things. And I've had.
I cannot relate to this.
But yeah, I think all women are bisexual. Homosexuality is just sex.
Man. Everything about
Hey, number 7. Hey, Kente, can I call you Kente? Kente? Is that how you go? Kente?
Kente, that's my name.
Oh, Kente. Hey, Kente, do you feel like it should be criminal for people to hide their sexuality?
Yes.
Boom. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
You get locked up, they shouldn't let you out.
That's the short version.
We was watching a video last night. This trans guy, you know, they do the surgery, they do the change, and comes as a woman now. He was trying to deceive people, which they always do. They be doing a lot. They be going after straight men. But you know, HIV is originated with male on male action. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, You could be bringing that to somebody else that's getting it. Most of them don't have HIV. It's like people should have the choice to whether or not to deal with it or not. You're taking the choice away from them when you're just deceiving them, pretending to be something that you're not. Same with women. When y'all dealing with a guy, it could be somebody who just got out of prison or whatever. You find him attractive or whatever, but he takes ass shots and you didn't know that, and he's bringing that to you. He could contract HIV from the ass shots, and he's bringing for real, bro. This happens. He could be bringing that HIV to you, and you didn't know it.
But it be more than just people in prison. It's on the streets too. Shit, you gotta go to the health department.
I was just giving a little example.
Let's go to the health department and get a full health facts. But like you said though, you know what I'm saying? If you hide your sexuality, that means you trying to trick somebody. So that's really a form of rape because you're trying to force somebody, you know what I'm saying, to get sexual with you. They don't want to be sexual with you.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to rape me.
And there's funny.
So if I shoot you or something, then I was in fear of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I was standing my ground and defending myself.
I mean, a lot of the trans violence that happens, it stems from that scenario of them hiding that and someone feeling violated because they weren't given the opportunity to decide for themselves whether or not is there an earthquake in box 6 because it's distracting.
Yeah, bro, why you keep moving the camera? Yeah, he keep
I don't know, he might have been priming up.
Excuse me. And so I hear from that side, they want prosecution, they want it to be seen as a hate crime or whatever. I personally believe that if you hide your sexuality, if you hide your anything that and it results in someone contracting something against their knowledge or will, because they didn't sign up to catch something, they just signed up for what you were displaying to them. But if you're not completely honest, they're not working with full information, and if that results in something like detrimental to their lives or their situations, they should definitely be able to take you to criminal court.
Absolutely.
Isn't it a thing when somebody ODs on drugs, the drug dealer who sold it, right? This is a thing, is held liable for that death.
Yeah.
Yes? There you go. Right. That's exactly what you just said. Relate that to sex, and there you go. It should be illegal.
Yeah, because if I tell drugs or somebody died from the drugs I sell because they wanted to do the drugs that they willingly chose to do, you know what I'm saying? Then if I get charged with that, damn right, a motherfucker that's trying to talk about they a woman and trying to trick me into the bedroom, supposed to get charged.
And they do trick you into the bedroom, and then they kill you by giving you AIDS, or they give you herpes.
Or they permanently poison your ass with HIV until that shit turns to AIDS.
I don't want to swap fluids until we go to the health department and get a full health facts.
Come on.
I don't want to kiss you or nothing. I don't want to fuck you with the rubber on.
Official, bro.
If the rubber breaks, then I still might be lying.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
But yeah, though. But I mean, I know that will be going on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? Be freaky, horny, and they fuck around and get tricked late night with them trainees. Yeah, motherfucker wake up like, hold on, what the fuck? Yeah, there's a whole another situation. But if a motherfucker would have been kept it 100 from the beginning, then a lot of stuff could have been avoided.
Exactly, bro.
Appreciate that. You know. Be what you want to be. That's cool. If that's what you like to do, that's you. But
exactly.
I'm gonna take this a step further.
Keep it 100.
I'm gonna take this a little like a half a step further. And I said this a while ago. Part of me believes that the LGBT community should only date other people within the LGBT community, because what do you look like being a trans person? Thank you. What do you look like being a trans person and actively trying to go for people that you have to break down your existence to atom-like particles to about, like, why would you not, if you're so open-minded about what it means to be a man or a woman and you can, change your parts and stuff like that and you're down with that, why not find love and understanding with someone who shares your experience? You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
And another underlying issue is like people should have the right to choose. You know what I'm saying? They should have the right to choose whether or not they want to deal with you or not. And they should not be penalized for choosing not to deal with you. Meaning,
we make our breakups toxic, and
they say, "Hey, I don't want. I'm not communistic." You know what I'm saying? This ain't no right to choose what sexuality they want to deal with, what preference they want to deal with, and not be penalized for making a choice that you don't agree with. There's a lot of that with them. Like, if you don't choose to deal with them, you're homophobic and you're gonna get crucified through cancel culture. Like, nobody should have to deal with that neither.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that?
Yep. We should not crucify others. Everybody's just trying to be heard. Literally, everybody just wants to be seen, heard, and appreciated, and respected for who they are, accepted for who they are. We all want the space and the safety to be able to say who we are, to even be able to explore who we are, because why does society get to say that it's this way and we all have to conform?
So if you want to be accepted for who you are, then that means you got to be real about who you are. You know what I'm saying? Can't be like, well, this is who I want to be. You know what I'm saying? You're probably trying to project who you want to be. Like, I wish I was born like this, but you're not. You was born. No matter what you do, your genetic makeup is still going to read how you was born. Whether you're a female trying to be a man or a man trying to be a female. That ain't gonna change.
So, there
you might be able to change the cosmetics of your body. You know what I'm saying, on the outside. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what surgery you have, pills you take, a man is not gonna never ever be able to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? And a woman is never gonna. She can go get her a dick or whatever. She is never be able to. You know what I'm saying? Give the semen, the sperm, to fertilize the egg.
Mm-hmm. Never.
I think this conversation.
Bro. They still can't. That technology still can't defeat that.
Right. So that means that in all, no matter what you do, you are still the gender you were born.
There's divinity.
That technology still can't defeat those two things you just said too. They're trying hard to, bro. They really are. They're trying to completely rewrite the whole thing.
Like, I think that we also got to keep in mind that sex, especially nowadays, is not solely for reproduction. Like, I don't have any kids. I don't know. I would love to have kids in a way, but at the same time, the way the world is, I'm probably not going to have kids. So a lot of us, sex is just that. It's not for reproduction. It's for a shared experience.
It's for recreation. It's for recreation.
Yeah.
But even still, when you do it as recreation, you know what I'm saying, you need to find people that you can want to do it the same way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? With your same like mentality. Because if you like say if I mess with a female, she like her ass ate, and I don't eat ass, then I'm not eating no ass.
And she'll either have to go without it and be with you, or go her way and find somebody that will do it. Like, at the end of the day, you have a choice
So
with
I
as
Right.
much
work through
information
most of the coolers, so I'm
as
just
you
gonna
all
But the
go
deserve.
choice
with
is
my
there.
partner.
The choice is there. She's like, I like my
Right.
ass. Well, I don't like to eat ass. So this ain't gonna work. We're gonna go on about it's a choice versus
Then we
some motherfucker just try to throw it in your face like eat this ass. Like hold on, wait. So this would be part 2 of my killing spree.
Exactly, bro.
It's one way to look at it. Yep. But
Right. And even with that, there should be compromise, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be like a deal breaker for nobody. Hey, I don't want to eat your ass. Cool, we're breaking up. Like, that's fucking stupid as fuck, and it's immature. Like,
No,
can't
it's a deal
I
compromise.
don't
breaker
know
for
if I
me.
agree. I
It's a
don't
deal
know if
breaker for
I
me
agree.
because look, if and you don't eat ass, then eventually she gonna want to get her ass ate, so she gonna go and look her love cup is not being filled. This is like if I like my dick sucked and she don't want to suck dick, she don't like sucking dick, she want to suck dick on occasion. I like a carnivore, then it's not gonna work because eventually I'm like, man, listen, man, I know this other gent is gonna eat this gent on the regular. I'm gone. I'm gonna cheat. It's gonna get toxic.
if you're not sexually fulfilled in your relationship, you're
I
going
mean,
to.
that still speaks to your character, but I agree with your
I know
points.
my sound went out.
I'm
I'll be
just
back.
throwing it out there. I don't I don't agree with cheating. I think that that's one of the most despicable things you could do to someone. At the same time, and I've asked these people. I've asked some people this question, if there is something that your partner wants that you're not into or that you're not willing to do, would you be upset or would you allow your partner to go get whatever that is done from
You
another
should give,
person?
you should give them your blessing. Yeah, you should help them find it, right?
Man,
Why,
listen.
I think so.
Like if you're not willing to do
No,
it, but you don't want to break up with them, like that they're your partner. But and it's an interesting question because the way I saw it originally was I'm having my own human experience. My partner is having their own human experience. What would I be like and if this is my partner, the person I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life or whatever, there really shouldn't be nothing that I can't do with my partner. This is how my mind sees it. And the same for them with me. Now, of course, I will have my boundaries or whatever, but if they want this thing, and especially if I knew they liked this thing, then if I'm not willing to do it, can I be mad at them still wanting that thing done? And what would I be like
no.
if
I
I'm
mean,
keeping them from that?
that's when you have to. What this is not going to work for us. We have to go our separate ways. You know what I'm saying? Your next relationship that you get into, you have a conversation about all of these things before you solidify a relationship and y'all become partners. That way, y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? What's to come, what's not to come. Because a lot of people get married and when after they get married, they find out that their partner didn't want kids, but they want kids. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't know that you didn't like your eggs scrambled
Hmm.
hard.
This shit you're
How
supposed to
you
talk
didn't
about at
ask
the
these
beginning,
questions
right?
before you get married and shit? Like this shit's supposed to be already like what's up? Like what's up? You know what I'm saying? Let's lay these cards on the table because we too old and short for long conversations. So let's go and put this shit out here and say what it is.
Fair point.
That's what. Hell yeah. You're supposed to talk about this stuff in the beginning. Like you're not supposed to be finding this
Before
stuff
you
out
even like,
that late in the game in y'all relationship. Like this is stuff.
Man,
That's what be the problem too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's no communication and shit like that. All the communication is just fucking trash. And like y'all ain't asking the right questions. Y'all ain't really
that's
getting
it.
to know each other and
Then
shit. And then y'all
like
finding out shit like
I
this
mean,
late in the
I don't
when
game.
like this
is the
motherfucker.
appropriate time to ask, do you like to eat ass? Like, I can't put
Shit.
it on a
right.
Wait,
schedule.
wait,
Anytime,
one second,
slide it in
everyone.
there.
Hey, wait 1 second. So when people coming in, let's do this. Let's just mute them. I think this works better. Just mute them, and they're gonna leave eventually. Like keep eyes on them. like those who had a gun, and just just let me see. How am I gonna do it?
Yeah, we'll mute him.
Yeah, mute them and get them to leave, and because we got plenty of boxes.
Yeah.
Does kicking create? What does kicking do for the family? Like
no, long as you don't kick out our family, long as you don't kick out the family members, you're good. It makes us lose combat points, which goes towards our family status. Pretty much, we don't want to do that. We lose 10K points per kick when you're kicking out a family member. So you're not in the family yet, but you're about to join, and it's a bad habit to develop before joining that family.
Can I say something really quick before we continue with the conversation? Because I'm loving the conversation. I'm not a host, and I'm out of region, so you don't have to gift me at all.
Shit, shoot that shit back.
Where the hell you at?
Just shoot us back.
I live in China.
You where?
I live in China.
Oh,
Why don't
you bless us? Why don't you bless us then, Kenty?
Thank you.
Why don't you bless us?
I'm the one in a third world country. What you mean, bless you?
No, y'all developing. Y'all about to take up. Where do you think I learned that from? I'm practicing for the takeover.
Period.
Y'all just launched a $3 trillion sun into the solar system this past March. Girl, you better bless us.
Bless y'all. You don't see this melanin? We are not the same. I live here, okay? I'm from Lincoln Heights, Northeast Washington, D.C.
I know where that's at.
Drop.
Lincoln Heights. Hell yeah. I know what that is.
DMV.
Yep. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that.
You good. Yeah, man. What you think about the topic, official, bro?
What do you think, number two? What's number two?
I didn't hear y'all.
What you think about the topic? I'm about to mute this nigga right here.
Tell you the truth, I really wasn't paying attention. I was off and on just now. So I don't want to give my opinion. I didn't hear the whole topic.
Want to catch him up to speed?
So basically, we're talking about is hiding your sexuality criminal. We've been doing a lot of dabbling, dipping and dabbing, and a lot of trans women, men, but that's kind of like what we've been talking about. But just anything, gay man or anybody who's hiding their sexuality, do you think it should be criminal? And if so, how much time do you think they should get?
Yeah, I think if a person misleads somebody on and like basically tell them that they're not that and come to find out later the person slept with that person or whatever the case may be, then I think it should be some type of punishment. But I don't wish jail on nobody. So certain crimes I think deserve certain punishments, but
facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, what they should do, they should be hung on the stake.
Yeah, certain things should not be, that's heinous right there.
What if as a result, bro? What if as a result that person catches HIV or some shit?
Oh, then they should be killed.
Come on. Don't kick number 11. She good. Don't kick her. I invited her. Don't kick number 11. Yeah, man. Somebody can catch HIV or some shit out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of uncurable, well, supposedly, allegedly uncurable disease. Like,
it's not just uncurable. It's uncurable for the
official went from 0 to 100 real quick. He said no jail time to death. if I can give you AIDS, I'm gonna say way, bro. I'm gonna say way. I think
you hear me though? I'm from New York. Yo, Anti.
Not a public execution.
What's up, bro?
Yo, Anti. Yeah, I'm from New York, and they had a dude that was running around and he had HIV, and he was running around giving that shit to mad women and all of that. They found out who he was, and they put him in prison for a minute, but after that, he got basically they confined him in a psych ward for the rest of his life behind that shit.
But see, a psych ward is that shit is like motherfucker, like, oh, okay, you get off. You know what I'm saying? But you
That's a
just went
West.
around and annihilated and fucked off multiple women's lives unbeknownst to them. You know what I'm saying? So that means your life should be fucked up, not a mental institution. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
See, your shit,
right.
they should go ahead, man, go on, put the needle in your gun range your
Exactly,
ass.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Tie you up, tar and feather you. I don't give a fuck, some shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. Right. You took somebody lost something out of it. They lost like a good chunk, you know what I'm saying, chunk of life off them, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a permanent thing you gave them. You should lose some too. Putting them in a psych ward is getting off easy, if you ask me.
Mm.
It is.
It's like the biblical eye for an
I'm,
eye. Yes.
I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really think it should be boiled down to if they're passing
Shit
out
that look
sexual
fun.
transmitted diseases, if that they should be persecuted, because I know heterosexual people that do it. I don't see them being persecuted. I mean, and then let's be honest, if you actually read the statistics, heterosexual people give out sexually transmitted diseases more than actual homosexuals, and that's actually very much true. So the thing is that it depends. If they're knowingly spreading HIV, then I would understand them being persecuted. But people have to understand most of those cases they don't know because the person who gave it to them don't know. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. I know more heterosexual people who have given around herpes than anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too
Yeah,
many
like in
gays that
college.
have done it.
No, like we
And little do people know herpes is a non. You know, I
It's
mean they say
permanent.
they
It's
can
no
cure it
cure
now,
for it.
but no, that's bullshit. It's a cure for everything. These people will not have. You think if there wasn't a cure to some of these things, that these people would even still be willing to test these things because they put
No,
themselves
I
at
know.
risk
Like
to
there's a cue for it. It's just not easily
That's why I
accessible
said
to everybody.
allegedly. That's why I said allegedly, because they say allegedly, like, you know what I'm saying, like they can't cure it, but shit, man, it's a cure
Yeah,
behind it.
it's just not easily accessible for everybody. Like they
Because
have a
Right.
cure for
they
the
get more
elite.
money off of the medication than the actual cure. So
Mm,
this is why they
Yeah,
don't put the cure
preach,
out there. You know
preach,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
but I was,
That's
but I
why they
was,
not gonna give your ass the cure, because they get
But
money off
what,
of that
but
shit.
you
but
got
I
you
was
got them.
wondering,
You
what
know what's
is the
actually
question? Cause
Nevada?
like, is hiding your sexuality a crime? I don't understand that.
I
Ooh.
No, we
mean,
talking
to
about like, for
me,
instance, like,
if it had
y'all
to
go,
be a
you go.
crime for sneaking around, like if you were proclaiming to, you're publicly that you're heterosexual, but you sneak and do homosexual things, I don't think that should be a crime because then to me, on the opposite, and I know this may be a little far fetched, but then it should be a crime for people to sleep with married people because they're doing that on the
Right.
low. They wouldn't want anybody publicly to know
It
that
should be.
because there's
Exactly.
ridicule.
Should
That
be.
is true. That
And
is
then
true.
Sexuality
also
more than
there's a
Yep,
reason
yep,
why a
that's
lot of
true.
people are
And we agree with that.
GL. There's a reason why
I agree
people
with
aren't
that.
comfortable.
yeah,
Like
I'm
it's
asking.
kind of, first of all, someone's sexuality is nobody's business. But there's a reason why there's a lot of men and women who aren't comfortable, I guess, telling people that they're bisexual or gay. I'm openly gay, but I understand that like some people just aren't comfortable because we're not in the society where a lot of people are like open to that. We still have a
Right.
lot of people who are stuck in the, traditional mindset of sexuality and stuff. To them, everything is linear when we realize that the world doesn't work like that.
So I agree that sexuality is nobody's business except for the person you're plotting on fucking.
Yeah,
They
that's
deserve
Right.
to
That
know.
the person that you're dealing with.
yeah. The person, the
Yes.
The
person you're
person that
talking
you're
to, that's different.
They
pursuing or
absolutely
getting
have the right to
intimate with,
know.
Right.
they definitely deserve to know. It's
No, that's a fact.
completely their business.
Right. We ain't
What
saying
I
broadcast it to the world. Hell no, ain't nobody else's business. But the person
Right.
you're
Right.
dealing
Like
with,
I
they
agree
absolutely
that
have the right
it's
to know.
nobody's business in terms of like on a public front at work. No, my sexuality
Yeah.
is nobody's business. But if you're talking to me, if you're pursuing me, If you're thinking about me in that way and you want to continue to have personal interactions with me, I gotta know.
Right. And that makes you a liar. Because, like, what the fuck? You withholding
Absolutely.
information makes you a liar, and that's not okay.
And withholding exactly the whole truth and nothing but the truth, please. The whole truth, right? Present it all.
What's
You can't
up?
hide shit.
Okay,
Susie? Don't kick number
but
10.
look
Don't
at
kick
it
number
like
10.
this. But look at it like this. You know, this was something somebody approached me with this situation yesterday on my panel. They were like, what if a guy was, you know, with a woman that you guys were already establishing a relationship and he confessed to you that back in the day, way before he met you, he sucked a dick. No, he would not be accepted. And that will permit him because he know he would not be accepted, or that woman would be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you're a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? This will permit him to keep that a secret. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he's not a homosexual, but I would understand if it was only something he had did once and he wanted to keep it a secret, but I don't believe it's something that he should. But in
But
this case, I would understand this theory
Exploration is
of
important.
hiding
for
his
personally, homosexuality doesn't work like that. Like, there's plenty of women who experiment with other women one time and just like, okay, I don't want to do that no more, or that's not
but
for
they're
me.
homosexuals. It doesn't matter.
No, they're
Anytime you've
not.
had a
I
pussy in
wouldn't know
your, yes, they are.
because homosexuality is when you're romantically attracted to the same sex. It's not
We should
just
No,
all
the
it's
explore
not.
sexual
our
part.
sexuality.
If you're
Right?
So it's
sexually
just kind of
attracted
like
to some
they're
to someone of the
like
same sex,
all of my
that's
friends that are girls.
homosexuality.
All of my friends that are girls have experimented with other girls, but they identify as
Oh,
straight because
well,
they said that that's not something they want to do. And it's the same thing for guys. It's
You
just a
have to
okay,
double
but
explore
you have to
standard when
everything.
you say if a guy do it, then
but
it's like it's gay or whatever.
okay,
But
but
I promise you, there's
the
plenty of men
psychological
who had
behind that
sex
is that
or who did something sexual with another guy, and they was like, I don't want to do that no more, or I don't fuck with that, so I'm not gonna do it. They just not. It's
no
just we're in this world where a lot of women are
the
able to explore themselves sexually, but men aren't. But I don't think that's fair.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
the psychological behind that is that whatever inkling you conjured up or you found to perform that sexual act on the same sex the first time, oh, it can happen again. You can find it again. You're a homosexual. It doesn't matter.
But
But these
honey,
women will be
I have a
considered
question. I have a
as
question.
that
Then
bisexual.
contradicts
Hold
I
my
have
on.
a
point
question,
Hold
bro.
about
on.
the man.
Hold on, Kente. At the end of the day, these women will be known as bisexual. But I'm not going to sit up here and my friend confessed to me, well, I ate a pussy before, but it's not something I want to do all the time, or it's not something I want to do again. You're okay. Well, you're bisexual. I'm not out here putting pussies in my mouth.
But honey, what you're saying now, and I'm not saying I disagree with you, but what you're saying now completely contradicts your point about the man that just sucked a dick once at some point in his past. Like you're giving him a pass, and oh well, if he only did it once, but now you're saying, you know, if a woman did it once, she's gonna do it again. But you're kind of giving the guy the grace in the sense that him only doing it once, just from the point that you made. I'm not speaking on how you actually feel, just on what you said,
Yeah,
was that
but
when he did
all I
it
have.
just once, that doesn't mean that he's still
But I never
engaging in it
said
or
that he
anything,
wasn't
and
a
he would still be with you.
homosexual. I never said he wasn't a homosexual. I said that I would understand why he would want to keep it a secret because he automatically is going to be labeled as gay. I never said that he's not a homosexual. He surely is. He sucked
Yeah,
a
No,
dick
right. I'm
before.
just
You
saying
know what
the
I'm saying?
example
But
flash.
but
That's
the
all I'm
thing
saying.
is that I never took away from the fact that he's still a homosexual. I don't care if he doesn't want to tell people that he sucked it, but I'm saying I will understand. But even if he does, he knows that this is going to be the outcome. That's probably why he wouldn't. But I never
I
said that I don't think that he's
all I have to
homosexual.
say
I don't
is
care.
all I have.
Anybody who has dealt sexually with someone of the same sex, you are gay. I don't care. There's no other way. You cannot
Whoa, whoa,
have
whoa,
it
whoa.
one way
Why
and
are you
not the other.
There's a spectrum. There's people who are attracted to both genders. I'm not, but there are people who are
There's
attracted to
people
both
who
men
do
and women.
physical things without the like emotional attraction, attachment, or whatever. They just do shit. Like I went
It's
to an
plenty
all
of
women college. I saw this shit all the time.
right.
No, he didn't.
Asexuality is the lack of sexual attraction to others.
Mhm.
Celibacy. Polysexuality has been defined as encompassing or characterized by many different kinds of sexualities. That's where it gets crazy. That's where
Yeah, that's
your
Yeah.
sapiosexuality describes attraction to intelligence of another person. The prefix sapio comes from the Latin term taste or wisdom.
I'm attracted. I
There's
think that's
so
me.
many.
I'm a
Let her
sapio.
finish. Let her finish. Let her
There's
finish.
so many. There's so many different sexualities, and then a lot of us we quite literally don't we mix the two. Like there's a difference between sexual identity and orientation. There's a difference between gender identity and sexual orientation for sure. That nobody wants to recognize. I think that if we're gonna talk about all of it, we need to stop and we need to break down definitions so that we are on the same pages, you know? Because that's what we don't do. We don't listen very well to what other people are saying that they are. And somebody will tell you what they are. And I don't think that just because somebody does, like, let's see. I went skating one time and I fell on my ass, so I'm a skater. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Like, you get to freely explore whatever it is that you feel inclined to explore without having to label it. Like,
Right.
name it, yes, and then you can claim it, but don't stick that on somebody. Like, just because they sucked a dick once doesn't mean they're gay. Period. And I think that all women are actually bisexual, but whatever.
I don't
Nah,
think that. I
No,
will say
ma'am.
I
No,
don't.
ma'am. No,
Child,
ma'am.
all my friends is girls that had experiments with other girls. I'm sorry, it's a lot of y'all. It's enough for y'all to be like, okay, what the
I'm
fuck?
just saying I don't think that
But
labels
this,
never
but
are
touched a
like.
female.
go
Never
ahead,
Nope, we're gonna
go
let
ahead,
number
touching a
Kente.
female.
Cause,
I
cause,
cannot.
11, please be quiet and let number 2 speak.
I'm sorry.
excuse me.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
like, she hasn't had a turn in a while. Trying to be fair.
all right,
Well, I didn't
ladies.
hear her
Let's
say
keep the peace.
anything.
No, I didn't say it. Honey, you can say whatever you like. I don't want no smoke on this app.
Right, because everybody caught their head
Like,
back
No,
just
no,
now.
I want to hear what number 2 has to say. I want to hear what she has to say.
do I think that it is a crime? No,
No.
no. Because like y'all said earlier, it's not everybody's business, just the person you humping on.
Right.
It's a crime when you weaponize it.
But I do want to tell y'all this, even though they say statistically, like, I think LGBTQ make up 1% of the population, that is a fucking lie. I
It's way
promise you
more
that's
than
a
that.
fucking lie.
Way more.
Like, as a guy who's been in sports, who's fucking been in Boy Scouts, I promise you, if 10 niggas in the room, 5 they ass is gay or bisexual. Like,
That's a hard to pull up.
that's not me being
You're looking
ignorant
at
or whatever. I'm like, that's just a fact.
you can't.
And then considering you go ahead.
No, go for it. I like listening. I'm just saying statistically, you can't quite pinpoint that. Self-identification, people lie.
Somebody
All
go.
righty.
Somebody go.
No, anybody new just hopped on the panel? T, Susie, anybody?
What you think, T?
Damn.
Okay, well, I would just like to say that as a human, there's gonna be multiple ways people live
What
out
up,
their
bro?
life.
Million T.
Like, it's not gonna be this one cookie cutter way that, everybody's gonna live and adhere to and believe. This world is multidimensional. Like, people are just different, and that's okay. Like, that's just what it is. Somebody's idea of femininity is gonna be different from the other person. Like,
True.
there's no one way of like defining shit.
Right. But at the end of the day, though, everybody deserves the right to know mutual mutual
Yeah,
understanding.
like your intimate
Mutual understanding.
partner, whoever you're trying to have as your intimate partner, yeah, they have the right to know your history, your sexual history.
Otherwise,
That's
you're
for
eliminating
anybody.
that right from them. And then if
Right,
altercation happens as a result, they do have the right to pursue you justice against you as well.
right.
So I have a question.
That's
How
a
far
fact.
are we willing to take this, right? Because I think Moreno, you just said they have a right to know your sexual history. Does that include body count? Because we're in the days of body count shouldn't matter no
Okay,
more.
okay. When it comes to body count, it's like a certain age. Like if you talk to a woman in her 30s and you're in your 30s, why the fuck? The only thing you need to be worried about is her sexual health type
I
shit.
agree with
But
that.
I
I
could see,
agree.
I could see, I could see as a like me. I'm 22. I could see a heterosexual boy that's 22 years old asking another girl close around his age her body count type shit. Cause like at that age, you're kind of in proximity to like everybody you kind of grew up with or people you went to college. It kind of whatever. I understand why they might ask that question, but if you old as fuck dating, it shouldn't fucking matter.
I agree 100%.
Not old as fuck, and you only gave me 30.
Really?
Sorry. But I'm just saying, like, if you're more seasoned and mature, that shit don't matter. You will want somebody
Because I certainly do not
experienced
ask
anyway.
people about their body count.
Yeah.
But I did when I was younger. I did.
I just don't think it's fair that men can walk around and say I done fucked 100 bitches, but women can't say the same. That's not fair.
No, they can. They just choose not to. And just like men consider women with the body count higher than 10 a whore, well, I hold them to the same regard, and that I choose to do that. So if you're not a virgin before marriage, use a hoe. And that counts for men as well to me. And I say it all the time. And they be like, you know, we're men. It's just different for us. That is not a line of reasoning or
That's
logic
true.
that I respect. And it is what it is. For whatever
What's up,
reason,
bro?
they have deluded themselves into believing that wholeness does not exist in manhood. It does.
Okay, wait 1 second. So be kind. Let's be kind. Like, give them a chance. Like we don't know. They could just be coming in, accidentally hop on a panel. Let's give them a chance to
Damn, I
get
don't even know
there.
who
Yeah,
that
we can
was.
mute them. And if we, it's taking a while, or they, what I mean, they look like they about to do something inappropriate to end the live, then you use a quick trigger. But yeah, just
Hmm.
give them some time because they could just be trying to listen to hear what's going on, and then they'll chime in.
What's up, Nunu?
They beautiful.
Come up here, Nunu. Come up here, Tay. See, they are family too, Nunu and Tay.
I see him.
So
All right,
I
we
Somebody
got
was
had
the
to
just
drop
family.
one of
I
y'all
was
I,
just
nudie
It's
wondering.
I
posts.
family.
How we roll.
and
Yeah.
Somebody got to off with it.
less of you, just to like tie it into the topic.
Oh shit, that was Ken. Who the hell is that?
What happened?
I want to know what Taylor and Nunu think about this too.
Listen, I met Anti last night on my live.
And bars.
Somebody random came on and they
Yeah,
said, "Yo,
bars
you
too.
safety situation to where I'm gonna come out. Like I'm coming out of the closet right now, And he's my new best friend because we should all be safe to be able to say what we are."
Right. This is a non-judgment zone, everybody. Nobody ain't judging nobody. I don't care how you live, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that homophobic shit and none of that shit over here. Like we all about like pro-choice over here. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody has the right to choose, but in knowing, so everybody have the right of understanding too. So nobody should be
Right.
getting deceived as well. They should know.
Right.
They should know, and then if they choose to continue going that route, then so be it. But nobody should be getting deceived. There should be no deception, and
Hello.
that's what that's what that topic is basically coming from. The deception aspect of it.
Right. You know, that's
A
what
lot of
it is.
these trans be deceiving guys and shit. and be deceiving guys. They be
Well,
going for straight guys.
I don't know
I
if
ain't even
they
talking about gay
deceive
dudes. I'm talking
guys,
about
because
trans.
a guy should know what
Oh,
a cisgender woman look like. But
Bro, a lot of them don't, bro. They
I'll
can't
tell you
decipher the two.
because a
some of them
lot
be
of these
having
trans
kids, and
people
it's no
still
way that
have
you didn't
those
know.
they still have those manly features. Y'all don't get away
Right.
with
That's
that.
why I'm
Y'all
just
still have
like
the feet and the hands. Stop playing. Y'all
big
have
ass
the
hands
shoulders
and
and
big ass
the
feet.
whole bodybuilding. If a woman been with a man the majority of her life, she know what a trans man is. A
Yeah,
woman
I
know.
don't think I think the only reason why a lot of trans women get a lot of heat or killed is because they going out the person they was with. Not because they didn't know. Because them niggas know. They fucking know.
Right.
But you know
they
you're
have
They
talking to
know.
they
Justin.
You
they
can
have
see that
Lying
penises.
and
you
stuff.
know, nigga, you
And
know.
they
Ain't
still
no
have
fucking
those
hiding
Yeah,
that
big
features,
shit.
y'all.
facts.
That's
No
an
matter
aura.
how
Aura
much
about a
surgery
man.
they have, they still have those features.
And they still have penises. They don't cut that shit off. They do not
But
There's an
cut
not
it
all of
aura
off.
them.
about a man.
No, what if they go?
Ain't
What if they go through
That's
the
not
somebody
full?
cut the
true.
light
What if they
off.
go through
Somebody
the
cut the light
full
off. You
surgery
fucking an
though?
asshole and you
What if
think
they
it's
have all that done? You
pussy.
know,
Like I'm pretty
the
sure
dick
it's
turned to.
different.
That's not true.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, man. What if they get the whole surgery done?
Okay, now that's different. That's different. But a lot of
No,
them not doing that
Right,
because
the
they
that's
do got those
surgery
features,
expensive.
those certain features like
gonna
hands and.
A
see
lot of them
you're
not
gonna
doing that because
see
they got it's expensive.
you're going to see evidence of surgery. Like even when you get your boobs done,
Hmm.
like them scars don't conceive
Right.
them.
Okay,
So if
but if
you
you're
And
get
okay,
the surgery don't create a
you're
clit.
gonna see evidence of that.
All right, I'm
Yes,
tapped
it
in with
do.
y'all.
Well,
What's going on,
this
family?
is
No,
It
it
do create a
don't. It
clip.
don't create a clit.
this is
It
where I
do.
have.
I'm telling you. I watched it. I watched the surgery. It do.
Oh,
It
What,
I didn't know that.
do.
this is the
But
thing
I'm
with
talking
me.
about
I
the
think that we
lines, like the
shouldn't.
scars. Like you will see evidence of that surgical procedure having been done. You're gonna see it.
Well, this is the
Now if
thing.
they good with that scalpel. Now if they're good with that scalpel.
I don't
Child,
think we
if
should
the
be
pussy
trying
too
to.
fucking perfect, that shit is manufactured.
it's
Yeah.
perfect. Is
If it look too perfect, it's manufactured. I'm sorry. Get up and
Not
just
So
leave. Don't tell nobody. We ain't gonna judge you. That don't count.
But
peace.
is
That
it?
ain't gonna count against you.
But I have a
Just
question. If a guy is messing with what they call those transvestites that have the surgery.
Wait,
trans
let's talk. Wait,
women,
pause. That's what
not
I'm trying to in at.
transvestites, child.
So so everybody on the panel, we gotta make something clear. Trans women. Now it's debatable. People debate, but in my understanding, it's like 80% that there's a good chance they're going to commit suicide after they commit reassignment surgery or commit to it. So I
Yeah.
think that we as people should not try to say, okay, now you're more of a woman in my eyes or not if you go through this surgery. Who are you to say that about somebody in their life? I feel like it's very disrespectful. And I feel like we as people should understand that and move away from trying to get around people's genitals and shit like that. To me, it's just some weirdo shit. But hey, to each his own.
I'm not
But the thing,
Yeah.
understanding
but when it
their
comes to
I mean,
gender
but
identity,
there
it,
is
it
a
has to
now
do
we
with
do
that.
want to be fair because
When it
there is
comes
a
to
clear
gender
difference
identity, it does have to
between
do with that.
Wait a
But
minute.
the
Wait a
point I'm
minute,
trying
there
to
is
y'all.
a clear difference between a cisgendered woman and a trans woman. Hence is why they got the name trans. Because when we're talking about
Exactly.
colon cancer, we're talking about prostate cancer, that still affects trans women. That don't affect cisgendered women. Cisgendered women still gotta go through. Well, some of them still gotta go through periods, pregnancy. What's the when you turn 50? What's
menopause.
And
men.
menopause?
prostate,
Like that
menopause
kind of stuff. Like it's a very unique
Experience.
a unique difference.
situation. All right.
Yeah, so
what
we
but
can't
what
like
doesn't make sense
I
is
don't want
that
people to I don't want people to minimize the experience of a cisgender woman because that's what it seems like when we have conversations about that. That's typically how like trans people kind of do. To me personally, I think the whole debacle comes in that with the overall system, the systematic outlook on each other's personal preference, because
Yeah.
the dialogue that has been created for us has been by people who are not us. They're people who are in positions of power. You know, just like in movies, they normally portray what we would call black people as being savages or uneducated. They always
Hmm.
put the soft bigotry of low expectation within our people. What that is exactly is we can't get nowhere as a people unless we get help from somebody else who's not of our ethnicity. you know. And they not only do that when it comes to ethnic groups, but they do that when it comes to gender groups as well. And I grew up watching Captain Planet, so I understand that we do need each other to get along and to get ahead. But
Yeah.
somebody who's never stepped in a ring is not gonna just magically whoop Mike Tyson's ass. You feel me?
Right.
So,
But the
what?
thing is that where the problem is for certain people, and I'm just gonna put myself in this category because I'm not afraid of who I am as well. Is that
Right,
I don't think that I should have to adjust the way I have lived forever because somebody else has to adjust their life or their gender or whatever they want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I just was arguing with somebody about this. I'm like, because the same conversation was coming up and the young lady, because I'm not gonna call her a trans woman, kept calling me sis, and I'm like, don't call me sis. I just told you what my name was. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to be called a different name now because you want to be a trans woman? That's fine. Do what you want to do. But I just told you what my name was, and you still are not calling me my name to call me sis, CIS.
So
You
I
know what I'm
won't.
saying? It's just like it does no, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to adjust my term to because you've adjusted your life. That doesn't make any sense. Like,
right,
but
right,
I would. I
right.
would say. I
this
would
this
say
stuff
that's
doesn't
fair.
make any sense.
I would say yes. Yes, that's true, and also that's a fair statement. But just don't generalize the whole population. Just because you had a kerfuffle with one doesn't mean that every single trans person is like that. And that's typically what a lot of people do, especially as black people. A white person have one bad incident with a black person, and now all black people are bad. When it's just like trans people are not a monolith. No category of people are monolith. We're all different. And
So
then like
Alex, I
True.
the same way
hit
is new to you is new to a lot
people.
of them too. It's
I
just
don't
Right,
like
think
but
not
hold
having
putting
to
on,
like
hit
but
humanity first.
as much
hold on,
as it
sis.
is a
I do want to ask
disagreement.
you something, sis. My bad, and I'm not trying to call you sis like how I guess the situation was. That's just my dialogue. But when you were
Cause I'm a
speaking with
sis.
this person, did they specify why they felt that way to call you sis or whatever the case may be, or
It was probably trolling this Bigo.
She was saying that she calls women sis because she was like, I call you sis because you're not me. She was like, do you want me to call you trans? And I was like, no, I want you to call me by my name. Don't call me sis. I'm not
okay,
your
She
sis.
was trolling
You know what
you.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've noticed this has, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still does happen. Like, even now, you know what I'm saying? People still are being addressed as sis. And then when I, speak with, you know what I'm saying, trans women, they be like, well, there is no just a woman anymore. You either cisgender or you're transgender. And I'm like, that's just ludicrous. Like,
Well, no,
it's just crazy. Like,
cisgender.
I'm not saying I don't respect the community, but I should not have to adjust the terms or anything. You know what? I have to adjust now because it's an adjustment. And that's
Well,
just
yeah.
crazy.
cis the
I'm not a
word
part of your
cisgender.
community.
The word
Hold on.
Mm.
cisgender was like created
Yeah, like
in
what
the
does that mean? Because
90s.
I never heard that. I'm
Well,
just now hearing that from you guys up here.
cisgender just means that you're the same sex that you were assigned when you were born. Like it means that you're a natural born woman type shit. That's it.
Okay.
Like that's
Okay.
literally just what it
Right,
means. And
right,
because
but
they know
still,
that,
like, it's
but
Terms you should know.
I understand
it's
what y'all
just the
saying.
the umbrella term of woman is different for everybody, and that's why
a lot of people are making distinct.
Cover
The
up on the
same with
burp.
man,
It's
because
not.
we have trans men who get pregnant still. Like
Because they're
there's
females.
What I think, hold on, listen, family. Personally, as we move
Oh,
into the
thank
quote
you.
unquote future, as we move into this quote unquote thing called the future, we're gonna see a lot of, you know, bridges being built and bridges being burnt. There's a lot of soft language out here. Back in the day, we had something that we call people. Before we started openly calling them, I guess you would say, gay or homosexual. We called them androgynous. I don't know if you guys remember that.
yeah,
That's a
Yes, that
back
was
in the day term.
I
You
heard
that
of
was
know,
it.
that's
So
but
because
listen, it's gonna come to a point in time where each and every one of us is gonna have to walk around with a lawyer in our pocket. And he's gonna have to be on speed dial, he or she, whatever they want to be, determined by, and then that lawyer is gonna have to have a lawyer in this pocket because we are gonna be suing each other soon because language is one of the most trickiest things, that we could actually get into. That's why we're in this predicament
Well,
right now.
I don't
Um,
think it's
you
as
know the
extreme as that. Just personally, like I'm a person with a
No, no, no. It
disability,
is.
so
It
when people
no. It
say
is
special
extreme. Is
needs,
that family? Family. It is extreme. Is that? Because look at the conversations being held right now. If it wasn't that extreme, we wouldn't be having this
but we're
conversation.
not fighting.
We're treating these
It's
terms.
not.
No, no. It's not about fighting, but it does lead to. It does lead to fighting. It does lead to wars. I mean, because every time I turn on the television, or go on, on internet, there's somebody coming out about somebody called them something that wasn't proclaimed to them. There was a time period where we didn't mind having thicker skin. Now, we get upset when somebody says the littlest thing. There was this dude,
I
right?
don't.
And you can look up this story. Hold on, family. Where the police actually beat the shit out of him and arrested him because he was farting on the train. His ass smelled so bad. And the police took it as assault. So you telling me now that we're so soft as a people, so tender.
this
Hold
is
on, listen, this is real
really
shit.
off
This
topic.
is real shit, literally. So, we are, putting each other into, this boiling pot of, never coming back from us, and the next stage is, everybody, is going to be, like I said, we're all going to need a lawyer at some point. My kid's not going to be able to go to school unless it reads a whole dictionary to be able to speak to somebody else's child. And that's where it's leading to.
Okay,
But the thing is, you have
can
to
I say
understand is that.
something?
Oh, go ahead, Moreno.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you go. You go first.
I think what it is that what people think. What I get what he's saying to an extent because it's just like with what's going on now, people believe that their position or their life stance or their life choices give them power, and with this shit that's going on, it's a power behind it, and it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said before, it's not about people don't understand that we don't have to dislike one another for people to understand people's stance on things. But that's what does happen. You know what I'm saying? Because even with people who have a stance different than that, the community, the LGBT community, it's like they're at risk to be outlanded, like to be outcasted and to be ridiculed. They
Hmm.
face it, and it creates this dislike and disdain for one another. So I get what he's saying, but but it's always been this way. I don't think it started with the LGBT community. I think it starts with the fact that people don't respect when people have a difference of opinion. It's an automatic disrespect. You know what I'm
Do we
saying?
know Hunny?
Because I
Okay,
don't have to even with my position, even with my position, I don't agree so heartily with the LGBT community, but I would never want to see harm come to any of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or any of them. You know what I'm saying? I just have a difference of opinion. And the thing is that I'm so strong in my opinion, I don't care if it's respected or not. It's my opinion. It's not ours.
right.
We
But
can
I
True,
respect
would.
it.
true.
I just want us to acknowledge that like language evolves, and that even as Black people, we were first called like inhumane slurs, then Negro, then Afro American, then like African, like it changes. Even as like people with disabilities, they were called retarded, ugly, special needs, and now like they had the ADA, the Americans with Disability Act, where people with disabilities said that I would prefer to be called a person with a disability, not special needs, not retarded, not like some other inhumane term. So it's just like this society, we have to come more in grips with like the evolution of language, and that simply there's going to be changes, and changes is not all bad. Like it's just that's a part of life.
Absolutely.
I
But Moreno,
Y'all.
but Moreno, it's like I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay.
When I have to go by a new term, Moreno, it does make people feel like, well, damn, I'm in that community now because I have to change my term now because it's changed. Like, so am I in that community now?
No, I
Because
would
my
no.
term changed one.
The only reason why cisgender exists is to acknowledge that you are a natural born woman. Because
But
if
why
they
can't
did
you just
not,
be
if
a
they didn't
natural
have a
born woman?
term,
Because they have
if
a
they didn't
problem
have
with
if they didn't have a term, and you could say I'm a natural born woman, I was born a woman, you could say that. But and I think the only use that cisgender would even typically be appropriate, like actually asked or used, is like if you're like at a hospital or some other shit where they have to like know that shit. But
but
I
not
just feel
even
like
then. They use female or male.
Hold
We
on, hold on,
have
hold on, hold on. Listen, you see, and this is what I'm talking about now. This is why we're all gonna need a lawyer because the pool of expression has become so diluted and overpopulated with meaningless fucking terms. Words explaining words, and when words just explain words, you get nowhere. And that's just the truth. Before we were called anything here as African Americans, our original name here in this landmass from Canada on down to South America was the Niji, Niiji. And I'm not going to get into all that right now because that's off topic. But to hide anything is to change its name. So now you've had back in the day, people used to say, "Yo, my parents died." Now, you either hear, "Oh man, they transitioned," or they passed away, they did this, did that. See, the thing is, like I said, it's with soft language. We have a hard time accepting what makes us feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable conversation leads to enlightenment, but also conflict. But it's just like, when you fall down and you hit your knee, you get a little scrape, you get back up.
I mean,
can I
but
show
we
y'all a
still.
I
video?
feel
Can I
like
show
this is
y'all a
how I
short video
feel.
real
This is how,
quick?
can I say something real quick? This is how I feel. I feel like all these decisions that we're making with the different terms and shit like that is is for them and them only.
It is.
Like we're only making
Wait a minute.
decisions
Wait a minute.
based
When you
on
say
how
them,
they feel. Them, like the
when you say,
trans
oh,
community. Okay.
oh,
So when you're calling a natural born woman a cisgender, what is that? We're women. They're supposed to be
categorization.
called a term because they're not real. They weren't born
Yeah,
a
they're not
woman. So you're a
original.
trans
Right.
woman, but we're women. We shouldn't be called a term just so you
But
can
all
feel
this
better
shit is
about
leading
yourself.
into transhumanism.
Listen,
Nah, and
all
I
of this,
feel
this
you.
is listen, I don't care how anybody feel, and I don't care how anybody take this. This is my opinion. I feel like if you're born something and you feel like you're something else, that's a mental illness. Period.
Yeah,
So
yeah. At the end of the day,
why are we entertaining that? We're supposed to be trying to get
be
these people help, not entertaining their mental illness. And then we
I
just
wanna
supposed to conform. We
well
just
because
supposed to
that's where it comes
conform.
into
We
wait,
play.
just
wait,
supposed
wait,
to
wait, wait.
conform to whatever
Can
they
I
want
say
to be called or want to call us. At
Well,
the end of the
well,
day, that's
that's
what it
where
is.
the
Like whether you take it offensive or not, it's facts. It's a mental illness.
I don't I
That's
don't
it.
you
I
ever
don't
Can
you
I
ever
think
hear
can
I
this
I
don't think
term?
that
that
can I go off of that really fast? Because I've been trying to say this
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a
Do your
minute.
thing.
I think
All right,
that
do your thing.
um I partly agree with that. First off, like to that point about the euphemisms and stuff, that's just a facet of language. We don't like we might say like, oh, they transitioned, but you don't say I experienced a transition or I experienced someone in my family kicking the bucket. You say I experienced a death in the family. So that's literally just how language works, and we swim in and out of different phrases, but we always understand the meaning, whether the euphemism is there or not. also to the point about the new terminology, kind of on point of what Honey and Nunu just said. How I see it is I don't have a problem with the evolving of language, but I have a problem with saying that other words that have nothing to do with that community also need to be changed. For straight or natural, not even straight, sorry, for natural born women, that term doesn't need to be messed with because we're not the ones experiencing a change. The only thing that's out in the open now.
That's my point.
We're
We're not the ones changing. You are the ones changing. So you're supposed to come up with your own terms. Don't give us any terms just because you want to feel better about yourself. Like, don't do that. Like, we're the ones that are born women.
They're trying to include.
So when people are saying they have a problem with the term natural born women, and then when we put our foot down as natural born women, we are called wrong. We are called the ones who are not listening, the ones who are illogical or whatever. And I'm like, how? We're not the ones changing. We're not the ones adjusting. Our world isn't, broadening or anything. Like, we are still what we are here to be. Period. So if anyone who wants to create a new identity, I don't necessarily have an issue with that, but I shouldn't have to change mine because I'm not in that game.
Right.
Yeah, you shouldn't, but hold on.
I feel like that's a fair statement.
And that's true, and that's very true, y'all. But like I said, now it's the big daddy upstairs who has a problem with it. Because now, what do we do, in a boxing match when two people are getting at each other? Who steps in? The referee,
Who is the
right?
big daddy upstairs?
Yeah.
The big daddy upstairs is the government. What do you mean?
Oh, they definitely play a part.
They ain't my daddy child. Fuck the
Hold on,
government. And
hold on. Let
Kente
me
not even
speak,
in
family.
America, child.
Hold on, family.
They everybody
ain't got the
daddy,
same daddy.
unfortunately.
Hold on.
Whether you want them to not, they're our daddy. Okay.
No,
They're
they're
big daddy. Hold on. The reason why I said that, hold on, families, because the reason why I say that is because everything that sis just said, and I don't mean this in no derogatory term, the reason, everything that, family just said over there, somebody can definitely report you for saying, oh, that's a hate speech. So you see how this shit is set up. Even when we come to agree, Big Daddy is the almighty regulator. So our shit can still be turned against us. It can still be turned against you, no matter what.
I don't want to give the government that much power.
True, but you listen,
Y'all are
y'all.
giving
Here's
them
the
way
thing.
too much credit and power.
Too much power.
We're
Too much.
not. That's
my
hold
whole
on, family.
point.
Hold
it's like they're
on.
taking
because
on.
at one point the government said slavery was legal, but everybody wasn't gonna go for that stuff.
Well, slavery still
Everybody
is legal.
didn't
We
support
all
it
got
outright.
jobs.
There were white people
they
who
just
didn't agree
changed
with
the
slavery.
name. Listen, family. Slavery is
You're
not even
missing
how we
it.
thought it was taught to us. Slavery wasn't no white
It's
people
not
with a
always what was
cornfield with a
taught
whip.
to us,
We
though.
understand that.
Hold on,
We
Alex.
understand.
It's not always what was taught to us because that's not the way. That's not the only way you receive information. So we can stop acting like the only way we learn things in life is if a teacher or the government tells us what to think. Like,
right.
And I'm gonna stop there before I say too much because I don't want to make it seem like
cool.
I'm getting on anybody.
Girl,
But at the end of the day. No. I'm saying what I want to say. I'm do your thing. This is a new space for me,
there's
and
no
I
training
want to
wheels.
just,
Ride that motherfucking bike all the way.
No, I do this. This is how I speak. So don't worry. It's not. I'm not like. Don't worry. We good. But at the end of the day, when we're talking like how we talk, and somebody feels a certain type of way, I can expect or acknowledge that you feel some type of way, and still say, well, my position is not going to change. There are 1,000,003 things that the government does now that I don't like. And they can be watching and recording my every syllable, but that's not going to change how I feel.
Facts.
And they don't care how you feel, and that's the thing. They don't care.
But that doesn't matter. They don't have to care. I don't base how I feel off of whether or not the government is going to care or accept.
But what power?
Right.
Listen, and I understand that, family. As a as an organic being, that is born on a planet, all of us, and we have to pay to live on a planet that we're naturally born on. That's the whole rig. That's the whole debacle right there. So it's not that I'm opposing anyone, but I'm saying here's a different way to think about it, because how do we take down or deal with this, this all-seeing power? Because it doesn't matter
So
how
the
we
first,
feel.
Paper.
so the
Let
first
me
step.
finish. I'm gonna pass you the mic. Let me
Hold
pass
on,
you the
yeah.
mic. Hold on.
Let him finish,
Let him
Let
y'all.
me
finish.
pass you the mic. So when we're dealing with something like this, the Empire, just like in Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back. You had Luke Skywalker with the Force battling Darth Vader, come to find out that's his goddamn father and his Big Daddy. Luke, I'm your father kind of situation going on. And this motherfucker been roaming the solar system, destroying everything in its path. We gotta understand something here. For us to change the game, you cannot play the game. That's it. That's the only way you win the game, is don't play it.